Good evening and welcome to week 10 of Hoops Friday Night. I'm Tony Quach. That's Dylan Tyson. Dave is off this week, but in the meantime, Dwayne will be in later on in the show. Dylan, we're near the end of the regular season as teams continue to put themselves in the best position possible for tournament draw next Sunday.
That's just 9 days away. And hey, not only that, but we're in the home stretch of the conference title races as well. But first, we'll start in Allen County with the WBL.
Over to Elida, the Bulldogs are eyeing their third straight win tonight. They meet a Wapakoneta team that's looking to end their two-game slide. But the Skins have won the last 3 meetings against the Dogs. In the first quarter, the Skins are up by 2. Logan Healy leaves it for Nate Metzger, and he drives through the lane and goes off the glass for the bucket. The road team leads 8-4. Later on in the quarter, Metzger gets by his defender, and he drives through the lane, and will find Cash Shado in the corner. That 3-ball is money. Wapakoneta goes up 11-6. Well, still in the first, Zoria Island connects with David Etzkorn. He spins and pulls up at the high post and sinks it. Bulldogs pull within 3. Elida is flexing the top 4D in the WBL, and Island plays a big part in that as he comes up with the steal and then finds a streaky Amari Wash for the land. Elida now trails by 1. Moments later, Jackson Koval drives and finds a trailer in Etzkorn, and he hits the 3-ball. Elida survives in a tight one, 48-46. Sticking in Allen County, Defiance makes a 43-mile trip to take on Bath. The Bulldogs have won the last 5 meetings against the Wildcats, and that includes 9 of the previous 10 showdowns. 9 seconds to go in the first, Bath is up by 5 as Trey Crawford leaves it for Jackson Foster, and he shows off his range, connecting 4-3. Wildcats lead 11-3. In the second quarter, Bulldogs are down when Brett Zipfel finds TJ Kellermeyer. He pulls up and splashes into Trey. Defiance still trails 11-6. The Dogs' defense will come up with this big steal as Brogan Castillo intercepts the pass and cruises in for the lay-in. Defiance pulls within 1. Moving ahead, Wildcats still up by 1 as Jackson Foster finds Logan Markley, who buries the deep 3-ball. Home team leads by 4. But Defiance matches with a long ball of their own as Kellermeyer makes another long-distance call. Defiance edges out Bath 38-35.
Well, 2 teams started tonight tied for the WBL's top spot. Up first, we'll see Ottawa Glandorf. The 14-2 Titans working off a 4-game win streak to host third-place Salina. And the Bulldogs haven't beaten OG since 2015. The Titans off to a fast start at home. Here's Caden Erford on the perimeter for 3. OG puts up the first 7 points tonight, but here's Salina with their answer. Caleb Gabus heaves a cross-court ball to Grant Duncan, who goes nothing but net, make it a 10-5 deficit. Then, later in the quarter, it's Braylon Gabus getting physical, spins out of it, and knocks it down to bring the Bulldogs within 4. Titans come out of a timeout with some renewed aggression. Colin White in control, and you're going to need more than a triple team to stop him. OG ends the quarter up 17-9. And in the second quarter, White finds Erford, who sinks the 3-ball again. He puts up 10 triples tonight, Tony, to set the Putnam County record. And the Titans stay perfect in the WBL, 87-53. Also unbeaten in league play is Shawnee. The Indians have been step for step with OG, winning 5 of their last 6. And although Van Wert is still looking for their first WBL win, the Cougars did knock off Shawnee last season. The Indians will get on the board first tonight, though. Trevik Berkey makes the long haul ball to his brother Beckett, who pulls up from outside the arc and buries the triple. Van Wert quick to answer, though, as Rylan Miller hits a cutting Connor Campbell. The senior goes up for 2. Let's skip ahead now to the second quarter. Shawnee up by 5, moving it around the world to Nick Pashon. Sinks the 3-ball to put Shawnee up 14-6, timeout Cougars. And Van Wert will score out of the break. This time it's Colin Haggerty. Down low when Campbell charges the lane. He sizes up his man and converts for 2, but the Indians never slowed down. Tate Bender hits Beckett Berkey, who muscles to the hoop, and Shawnee wins big, 47-23. And we'll wrap up the WBL with one last score. After St. Mary's was handed their second league loss last Friday, they bounced back with a 59-51 win over Kenton, improving to 10-6. And in our spotlight game tonight, the BVC's first-place Liberty Benton puts their top spot on the line against 13-2 Pandora Gilboa. Plus, Spencerville takes on Bluffton in a battle of NWC unbeatens. Get the highlights after our first break on Hoops Friday Night. Welcome back, everyone. Well, last year's BVC champs Liberty Benton are the sole team undefeated in conference play, but at 13-2, Pandora Gilboa's only conference loss came in the final seconds against Arlington 2 weeks ago. Now the Rockets look to force a 3-way tie for first in our Hoops Friday Night Spotlight game.
This Hoops Friday Night Spotlight game is presented by Midwest Electric Incorporated.
It was PG who took the title from the Eagles 2 years ago, but the Rockets do come into tonight having lost 2 of their last 3. That said, they're still outscoring this LB team in points per game, and they've allowed the fewest points in the BVC. We'll pick up in the third after PG led by 9 at halftime. Here's Nate Mag in the short corner, converting the 2-point basket. Rockets lead 34-25, but here come the Eagles on a 5-0 run, now making the full court play. Jake Gherkin finds Carson Conaway to go off glass. The senior on fire in this third quarter. He's got LB within 2. And just moments later, Brody Thomas inbounds to Zach Elkert. He goes straight to the hoop, and the Eagles have tied the game at 36. But PG won't let him take the lead. Colin Harris finds his twin brother Aiden down low, but Aiden goes back to Colin in the near corner for 3. And into the fourth quarter, Colin swoops in for the steal and takes it the full length of the court. Part of a 16-2 run for the Rockets that lifts PG to a 68-56 win, forcing a 3-way tie for first place. And the third team on top would be decided in this contest, Arlington and Van Buren. The top 2 scoring offenses in the BBC both enter the evening 4-1 in conference play, but Arlington with 3 more total wins. In the third quarter, though, Red Devils trailing by a few. That's when Brady Griggs drives to the hoop, sizes up his man and lays it in, but still looking for the lead. Down 37-35, moving the rock around the arc before finding Aiden Cavany open on the far side, and he buries the triple. Big celebration because Arlington is in front by a point. Final seconds of the quarter now, leading by 5. In transition, Caden Russell finds Bradykin in the corner, and there's another 3-ball. Black Knights will take this to overtime, but Arlington survives, 61-57. Across the rest of the conference, Riverdale gets back in the win column, 46-40 against Elmwood.
Spencerville and Bluffton jockey for the NWC's top spot as both teams put their undefeated conference records on the line tonight. The last 8 meetings between both programs have been split 4 games apiece. We'll start off in the first. Bearcats are up by 2. Carter Orr will double that lead with a long jumper. Spencerville leads by 4. The Bearcats are now in transition. Evan Osting draws the contact, count it, and 1. Spencerville goes up 18-13. Let's jump ahead to the second. We're tied at 20. Merrick Donaldson shows off his range from beyond the arc. Bluffton takes a 3-point lead, and they're feeling it from downtown tonight. Blake Summers buries another triple try for the Pirates. It's now 26-22 Bluffton. But the Bearcats will not be denied in this one. Owen Sensabaugh gets the hoop and the harm. Spencerville snaps Bluffton's 12-game winning streak, 76-74 on a game-winning buzzer beater in overtime. Now over at Hardin County, Crestview attempts to keep their NWC title hopes alive. They bow in a Bulldog team that's still searching for their first league win. In the third quarter, Crestview leads 34-12. Jared Harding gets a quick pass in the paint, and the senior tacks on 2 more. The Knights now lead by 24. Ada's trying to mount a comeback as Zach Zimmerman buries the tray. The Bulldogs pull within 21. Moments later, Tommy Hefner connects with Ren Sheets, and the 6'6 junior grabs his own rebound and gets the score. Knights go up 38-15. Moments later, it's Hefner doing it all by himself. That layup gives Crestview a 41-17 advantage. And the Knights continue to pour it on from here. Sheets bounces it to Cutting. Hayden Parrott. Crestview rolls 61-34. Now we bring in Dwayne Scott, who will wrap up the rest of our NWC coverage.
Thanks, Tony. Before last season's 45-39 victory over Lincoln View, Allen East have not won a game against the Lancers since 2005. We shall see if the Mustangs stay on the winning side of things this evening. After dropping the last 7 games, Lincoln View is searching to get back in the win column. They travel to Allen County to face Allen East, who have been winners of 2 straight. Opening quarter, Trey Hensley goes right down the lane. He floats and scores off the window. The senior gets the Mustangs an early lead. Allen East hit the offensive glass. This time it's Carson Klum. He grabs the board and goes right back up, connecting on the mid-range J. Mustangs grab the first couple baskets of the game. Senior Cal Evans responds by connecting from downtown. However, the Lancers find themselves down 6-5. Lincoln View not finished just yet. Off the misses, Evans again attacking the Mustang defense. He spins and goes up for the finish. Lancers take a 1-point lead. Later in the first, game tie at 15, Ethan Young dials it up from long range, and the junior hits the triple tray as the Mustangs win 68-36. In our other game in the Northwest Conference between Lipscomb and Jefferson, these two have only met twice before tonight, splitting those 2 contests. Tonight, it was 72-61, with the Vikings coming out on top. 5-10 Perry are currently on a 2-game skid. They come home tonight looking to right the ship, but will not be an easy task. The last time they beat the Tigers was back in 2008. Picking up action in the second quarter, Tigers leading 17-5. Dalton Jordan drop steps to his defender and lays it home. Jordan hits a 2-0 celebration, giving WG a 4-point lead. The Commodores looking to find a spark, and a spark they got. As Brady Shively is true from 3, that bucket cuts the deficit down to 1. In ensuing moments, Perry breaks out into transition. Desmond Cobb heading to the goal. He puts the brakes on and lays it in. Home team takes a 20-19 lead. Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter, the Tigers cough it up. Cobb running the break. He dishes it off to Jason Thomas, and the senior drops it in. As the Commodores get it done at home tonight, snapping their 2-game losing streak, winning 51-44. In the Northwest Central Conference, Hardin Northern have won 5 straight against Temple Christian. Tonight's the Pioneers getting the best of the Polar Bears, winning 53-47. Over in Elgin, Upper Scioto Valley squared off against Elgin this evening, with Elgin falling tonight to USV 72-40. Staying in the NWCC, Corey Rossi comes into the winning this one against Ridgedale, but tonight it was a whole different story. The Rockets win 35-32. In our final game, Ridgemont takes care of business against North Baltimore, winning 79-55. Over in the Putnam County League, Kalida has won 3 of their last 4 games. However, they face Total Otterville, who has only lost 2 games at home and are looking to gain traction in the standings. In the first quarter, Kalida passing it inside the interior. Griffin Klausing lays it in, putting the Wildcats on the board first. The Big Green respond immediately. Jace Langhouse swings it to Michael Turnwald, and he catches it in from behind the arc. Otterville up 3-2. Later in the quarter, Big Green out in transition, and it's Andy Mormon who finishes the play off that extends the lead to 5. In the final moments of the first quarter, Landon Horseman somehow finds Garrett Tretman. He spots up and nails the 3 at the buzzer. Home team up 16-5. Big Green starting to run away with this one. Adam Brinkman drops that in for the and 1 as Otterville wins 51-27. In our other notable PCL game between Miller City and Fort Jenks, it's the Wildcats who win 65-27. After the break, we continue our coverage of Hoops Friday night. When we return, we head over to the Midwest Athletic Conference as 2 red-hot teams at St. John's and Minster battled out tonight.
Welcome back. We got a pair of winning streaks on the line tonight in Auglaize County. St. John's has won 6 games in a row, while Minster are winners of 7 straight. Something's gotta give. Minster has turned their fortunes around. After starting off 3-6, the Cats are now 10-6. The Jays, on the other end, have won 12 of their last 13 games. As the start of the second half, Minster is in transition. Here's Cole Richard spying up for the open 3, and the junior drills it. Minster trails 35-24. The Cats continue their run. It's Richard again with the bucket. He knocks down the jump shot, and Minster is now down by just 6. But St. John's is not backing down. Cam Elwer got blood on his jersey, so he switches from 11-22, and he's not phased at all. As he knocks up and pulls down the jumper, St. John's goes up by 12. Moments later, it's Elwer again driving to his right, and he finished strong at the rim with the foul. Blue Jays now lead by 11. And Elwer was on a man on a mission tonight. He cashes in on this pull-up 3. 40 points for the sophomore as St. John's wins 66-42.
Staying in the MAC, New Knoxville have lost the last 7 matchups against New Bremen. They look to get over the hump against the Cardinals, who are looking to bounce back from their overtime loss to St. Henry. Starting off in the first, Jackson Leonard kicks it out to find Aaron Tiemann for the open tray. That's good, and New Bremen goes up 7-3. Next possession, though, Andrew Leffel grabs the loose ball, finds Jay Waterman in the corner. He cashes on the corner 3. Rangers trail by 1. Aaron Tiemann in transition drives the lane, and the pretty distant Jackson Larson, the big man, lays it in, and the Cardinals lead by 5. Into the second, New Knoxville looking to strike back, though. Ball movement leads to an open 3. Troy Dwanger nails his open look. Rangers trail 17-14. Cardinals feeding the paint tonight. It's Leonard's again. Making it look easy down low, Cardinals go on to defeat New Knoxville 74-42. In our final MAC showdown of the night in Rockford, as the Marion local Flyers on the road taking on the 10-5 Parkway Panthers. Panthers have lost the last 3 in this head-to-head series. And in the fourth, Flyers up 3. However, Caden Berry ties it up with the 3 from the corner, knotting it up now at 36. Under a minute, same score, and Braden Bruns comes up with the steal, then finds Travis Stearns for the layup. Home team up 2, and the crowd was electric. But the Flyers looking to steal this one as Grant Creamer buries the 3-ball, Marion local up 39-38. But after a made free throw, it's a tie game with just 3 seconds to go. Creamer will let go of prayer, and it's answered as he hits the buzzer beater. The Flyers win 42-39. In some other notable MAC scores tonight, Coldwater wins 65-60 against Versailles, and St. Henry wins 68-56 against Fort Recovery.
Shelby County, the Russia Raiders, maintain their #1 spot in the latest Division IV state poll. The 16-0 Raiders are eyeing their 9th win in league play as they battle the Anna Rockets. In the first quarter, Hayden Quinter is out in front. He'll get the land, put Russia on top by 2. Down the court, Evan Myers gets the rebound and the putback. The junior ties the game up at 2. It's still a tie game. Benjamin York swings it over to Braylon Cordonier, and the junior hits nothing but net. Raiders now lead by 3. Anna is down by 7, but here's Mason Carey driving baseline and getting the ball to fall. The Rockets are now down by 3. Then it's Myers pulling up to the charity stripe and knocking down the 2. Anna stuns Russia at home and hands the Raiders their first loss of the season. 52-48 is your final.
And Tony, that means with a win tonight, Botkins could overtake first place in the league. 13-3 Trojans hosting a Houston team they beat by 32 in December, and this one's a rout as well. Fourth quarter, Botkins up 57-21. There's Colin Dosick converting after the fast break, and seconds later, Jordan Herzog has Dosick wide open in the far corner for 3. Team leading 21 points for Dosick tonight. Then Grant Flora saves this one from going out of bounds, which leaves J.J. Meyer all by himself for a straightaway 3. Botkins leading by 41. And ball movement continues to be the X factor. Russell Lenhart finds the big man, Colton Plyman down low. Botkins is the top Shelby County team, 67-29. And the final league contest featured Fort Loramie going back-to-back for the first time this season. After narrowly escaping Fairlawn in December, they pick up a dominant 48-36 win over the Jets. And how about we check in on Findlay? The cross-division matchup with Bowling Green in the Northern Lakes League. Trojans have won the last 2 meetings with the Bobcats by a total of 40 points. In the first quarter, Will Cordonier double-teamed down low, however, finds Luke Weierrock, who pulls up for the mid-range jumper to give Findlay a 4-0 lead. Moving ahead in the half, Javante Hill forcing his way into the paint. There's a beautiful spin move as he goes up with the athletic finish for 2. And then the quarterback, Ryan Montgomery, with the pass to Will Cordonier, who goes to the rack for the off-glass finish, and Findlay wins this one, 55-38. For more of tonight's scores, we'll head to the Green Meadows Conference. Antwerp holds on to their second-place spot with a 46-43 win over Ayersville, while 8-6 Paulden can't get it done on the road, falling 53-49 against Fairview. First place Wayne Trace stays unbeaten in the GMC, a dominant 54-34 showing against the Edgerton Bulldogs, and Hicksville, the Aces, continuing their search for their first conference win, falling 71-50 at Tenora.
Meanwhile, the Patrick Henry Patriots win at home at the House of Heat, 54-39 over Wauseon. Meanwhile, Indian Lake dominates against Benjamin Logan. The Lakers won 75-24. Then we have Bellefontaine falling on the road against Jonathan Adler, 52-48. Meanwhile, Lehman Catholic survives at home against Covington, 40-38 is your final. And our last score, Riverside falling to Miami East, 60-53. Wow, what a night of basketball it was, Dylan. And do you have a stat that you want to share with us?
I do, actually, and I want to shout out Michael Hearn over at WSOQ. Am I getting the call letters right?
I'm not going to say anything.
All right.
We're going to shout out Michael Hearn.
Michael Hearn.
Yes.
Because he hit us up with this one. 35 consecutive made free throws for OG's Colin White. Ooh. That breaks the school record and the county record.
Unbelievable. And, well, that's how we wrap up Week 10 of Hoops Friday Night. Thank you to everyone who helped us put together this show and help us get on the air. And to you, the viewers, for all the support and for tuning in.
Be sure to come back tomorrow as we'll continue our coverage of high school hoops, featuring, of course, the top boys and girls basketball programs. Thanks, everyone, and have a great rest of your night.
Have a great night.